It's your girl T. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Super Blessed. I am going to bless my baby mamas with the baby shower list. So I know when it was my time to have a baby shower, I just didn't know what I needed. And I was just like, what do I need? I was asking so many different people, but I'm going to make this story straight to the point. I'm going to run through everything that you will need. I'm going to start off by telling you a few things that you can live without because, you know, some people funds are a little tight. And then I'm going to end it out with all the things that you definitely will want to have in the house by the time the baby is born. I want to thank you guys for helping me reach a lot of my goals and allowing me to influence you guys in different ways. Continue to show me lots of love and support and subscribe to my channel and like this video if it is very beneficial and helpful for you. Before I get started with the list of things to put on your list, I just definitely want to give you an idea of how to construct your registry list. That'll kind of give you an idea of why I didn't mention some things or why I did mention some things, or even what items to select. I would not recommend putting any clothes on your registry list just because people are going to buy clothes. They're going to see it, it's going to be cute to them, and they're just going to want to purchase it for you. Another thing to be mindful of is not to overfill your registry list with a whole lot of expensive items. You can't help that your crib is going to be $300, but you can help that there's a $300 swing on your registry list. Stay away from expensive items that don't have to be expensive unless your family and friends just got it like that. Mine's, they have it, but they don't have it like that. Plus, even though it's a celebration, you're kind of asking for help from others, so just be a little mindful of that. But in the same note, I do want to remind you to not be afraid to add things on your registry list that will be needed. If you're going to need an expensive item, put it on there. Don't veer away from things because they are expensive. I'm just saying, don't put unnecessary expensive items on there. When making your registry, stick to 3 stores max. This keeps things simple. It won't have you overstressing yourself about where to select things. It won't have your guests going crazy on where to select things. It just keeps things simple. And my last advice for you guys is to be grateful. Be grateful no matter what. You have a whole lot of people coming out to love on you and support you, and even if it's not a whole lot of people, just be grateful for the ones that will show up and show their love. No matter what you get, if it's not necessarily the item that you want, but it's still an item off the list, just be grateful, okay? All right, let's jump into this list. I have my good old notebook because I don't want to miss anything. A baby swing, a rocker, or a jungle gym. If you get any of those things, they typically serve for the same purpose. They have different qualities, but essentially they just keep that baby comforted and busy and slightly entertained for the moment, and hopefully allowing you to get other things done. Along with the jungle gym is the saucer, the baby saucer, and mine was a 2-in-1. Another thing that is beneficial to have around the house was a Diaper Genie. A Diaper Genie isn't a necessity. You can pretty much just throw your diapers in a grocery bag and tie that up in a knot and throw it away. However, having that Diaper Genie, it was helpful because I didn't have to worry about using grocery bags, although they're free. But I could just throw it in that Diaper Genie and I knew that the smell would be concealed. Another thing to have around would be a humidifier. There's ultimately other ways to help relieve that stuffy nose. However, a humidifier I found to be very beneficial, especially around this time of the year. A changing table, you can put that on your registry. Our changing table did come with our crib. However, at this point, the world is your changing table, but having it is convenient. It's just a designated spot where you know that is the only place you are changing that baby. Bottle warmers or wipe warmer. We don't use our wipe warmer as often, actually not at all. But if you are like a person that wants your baby to, I don't know, I don't think they really care that much about warm wipes, but if for whatever reason you think you need it, that's something that you can put on your registry. And our bottle warmer is definitely beneficial. But also, if you don't get that item, boil some water, sit the bottle in it, or, you know, get the water just warm enough and sit the bottle in it. If you have time and you know when your baby's going to feed, you can just have that bottle already warm. Next, a rocking chair. I definitely recommend you guys getting a rocking chair. It's not a day that goes by that we do not use the rocking chair. I'll put it like that. Your bottles, your pacifiers, and diapers. You want to have a variety of those, not just one kind or one brand. You want to definitely have a car seat because you're not leaving the hospital without it. And I know, for a side note, we had two bases, a base for my car and a base for my boyfriend's car. So that's something to keep in mind. That way you don't have to worry about unloosening anything. You could just take the car seat out of one area and put it into the other area. Easy peasy, lemon squeeze. You need your crib. Along with your crib, you're going to need a mattress, a few blankets, nothing too crazy, just because essentially you shouldn't even have certain items in the crib with the baby. Your first aid kit, that include grooming things, a little comb or a brush, fingernail clippers, fowlers, you know, little small items like that. But for the most part, they don't really need a whole lot of things. You can put detergent on your list. It's not anything that you have to ask people for, but it's kind of cool if people do provide that. Along with detergent, baby fragrances, lotions, body washes, things like that. And ultimately, you do want to have a stroller. It's not a necessity. There's other ways to get around, but it's come in handy quite a few times when I'm just running into the store to just grab a few things. I honestly don't really like putting her in one of those carts. Not any type of problem with that, but it's just not physically convenient. I'm the type of person who don't carry a purse. So having to carry a diaper bag and a car seat with the baby inside of it has definitely been a drastic change for your girl. Another thing that is so important, I think that you guys should have on your registry list is a boppy pillow. I highly recommend you guys check out my video on the many different ways to use a boppy pillow. A Bumbo Seat. It's one of those things that is not really a necessity, but I promise you, you're definitely going to want to have one of those. If your baby is like many babies and they're going to be more attached to being around you, or at least having you in sight, it's going to be very hard to do certain things and not have to have that baby right there. So before they get to sitting up, which you got a long time before they sit up on their own, you're looking at about 8 months or so, you're going to have to figure out how to have them around without putting them in harm's way. It's also beneficial for them to learn how to sit up. So I hope I included everything that you guys are going to need. Of course, I forgot something. No matter how many times I recorded this and wrote everything down, I still forgot to mention something. I mean, I'm gonna be a mom if I didn't forget something. A bassinet is generally used very little, honestly, because most people tend to feel more comfortable having the baby in the bed with them. If they're okay with that, you'll use it, but not that long. But it'd be a smart idea to actually get a bassinet that is like a 2-in-1 with your pack and play. That is what we have. Pack and play is really good to kind of like a playpen, and you can take that wherever you decide to go. You pretty much just close it up and you can load it up and you can take it to your friends and family house, and then maybe you have like a designated safe little play area, especially when they start to sit up on their own. So I'm pretty confident that those are the two things that I forgot to mention. Okay. check with, you know, some friends and family just to make sure. I just hope that this video was very helpful for you and make things very easy and simple for you. And don't forget to come back. I hope your life is filled with more blessings and less stressing. Bye.